One of the things that I haven't talked about that I've done is write to my twin flame. It was weighing heavily on me and probably was part of the resistance and stress and everything that was being held into my body that caused me to have the back issues. And it was part of the video I recorded yesterday, and I wound up cutting it out on its own. It kind of didn't have a start and didn't have a finish, so I figured I would record this today so that maybe I can piece it all together and be able to post that as a standalone. I wrote to my twin flame. Yeah, even though she told me she didn't want me to contact her again, I wrote. But it felt right. I always thought to myself that I reserved the right to be able to respond to that email. So I did. And I was satisfied with it. And I haven't heard back from her since, but that's okay. Because I said the things that I needed to get off my chest, and that's what mattered. But it was still bothering me. Like somebody was judging that I had written when I wasn't allowed to. Who says I wasn't allowed to write to her? She told me not to write to her. Is she my boss? So that was something that was eating at me. That I had actually written, and I questioned myself whether it was the right thing to do, but when deep down inside I knew it was. So there you have it. That was what I had to say yesterday about my having written to my twin flame, and kind of felt a little empowered by, realizing that just because somebody told me I can't do something doesn't mean that I have to listen to them. And I realized that with respect to that one particular subject, but since having recorded that, I've realized it goes across the board. It covers everything. Just because somebody tells you you can't do something, if that's what you want to do, and you're not going to hurt anybody, and I'm not going to say not break any laws, because, well, most laws are there for a good reason, but some laws, I guess, are kind of stupid. Neither here nor there. If it resonates with you and you want to do it, don't let something somebody said to you keep you from doing it. I mean, if she didn't want to receive my email, she could flush it without even reading it. That was something that I knew could happen. And, but it didn't matter. It was me that needed to write it. And as much as I hope that she read it, and I hope that it meant something, and I hope that, I have no control over her. And I realize that there's a little bit of issues that I have regarding control too. Lack of my own control, and when I don't feel in control of a situation, it's very stressful. But again, whittle it all down and it equals resistance.